Podcast 210, man. We out there doing it again, man. We live on location. Out here at Mr. Webroom in Frisco, Texas, out here. And say, man, we're going to have a great show. Man, we just gonna be we're open the floor tonight, so whatever it is that we want to talk about it. Nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits. But hey, we're gonna do our thing as he cut my hair. I ain't had a haircut I had a haircut in 7 weeks, but hey, it's gonna be out good. Hey, Katie, I need to get over so you can switch the cameras around. Hey, look, we live. We live. Get a shot and I'll shut out the bobo. Move out the church, now look how we here. Tell my being the finest the crib. Walk out the mall with a shirt full of keys. The pilot will check my right full in. Light them out right now, I'm up for the year. The view look right from me, but I pay for some dogs to the bottom of the neck. Take the piece on my neck, take box up the room. That's the sound of beats. The largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in little. That's good job, man. That's cool. Tell y'all, we just working out difficult there, but it was good. We good. These niggas is hating on me because I'm the biggest. Let's wear room. What's going on? What's the word, man? So yeah, we got Miss Webb Roman. You know, sometimes he that game ain't shy to get bashed on us. But yeah, say, man, Miss Webb Roman, I don't do it. You always say you want to do it up in here, and hey, we're here now. So hey, that's what's up.
The barbershop talk, man.
There it is, man. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Yeah, man. What you so you mentioned, man, we had a discussion, man. What you think about Charles White, man?
See, I like Charles White. I do. I like his intent though. He's
hold on, engineer. What we engineer? Hold on, man. We engineer. Roll the camera back up there. Yeah, man, my engineer, she trying to get over to the mall, y'all. We out in the trucks, what's the Stone Brown Mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know them youngsters, man. Youngsters, man, they just want to go to the mall and just mall, and that's that. But yeah, man. You got good, we good to go? Oh yeah, you do your thing. Yeah, we live man.
So, you know, a lot of people don't like Charles White. I do.
Yeah.
I think Charles White. One thing about it, they say, I made a post, said, sticks and stones, we was taught that can break our bones, but words never hurt us. I never seen this many black people want to cause harm to this man. You hear me? Just off his words. You hear me? and I said, that's just how I started that. This man just literally talking. And everybody, a huge percentage of black people want this man dead or hurt. And what he's doing is completely spiritual and mostly and it's psychological too. You know, talk about street life, you know, everybody had a chiming in on the little girl getting killed, you know, and if I had to say something about it, man, you know, honestly, it's tragic. It's tragic beyond belief. However, only the people that know the whole story. And I noticed that we always want justice. We fight. Everybody wants their 2 seconds of fame, their 2 minutes of fame. You know, I take it this. We as a people, what we facing right now is really spiritual warfare, and it's a gap of information that has not been acknowledged or even passed down from generation to generation. And if you are a person of color, especially, you already know that money ain't gonna save you, and it's not. I had one of my wealthiest clients told me that money is fictitious. I don't care, you know. good friend of mine, Mr. D. Mr. D came here with Destiny Be Great. And it's a movement going on about what I see in our people. We really don't have no hope in nothing but money. And you notice that all the people that get the money the microwave way, look at what end up happening.
Yeah. Let me ask you this here, man. Do you think it's fair? Charleston White, he from Fort Worth. And do you think, I think Charleston White, return to come to Charleston White, it's kind of like Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump do some things and say some things. He do some things and say some things, man. But sometimes it's the delivery, man.
Yep.
And it's the delivery. And I think it might be the same thing with Charleston White. The way he just come off and the way he just, do his thing. Do you think he need to work on his delivery?
Personally, no.
So why you say no?
Well, he got everybody listening to him. It's just like when you was a kid, your mama tell you go sit down.
Right.
She said, hey, baby, go sit down. Versus said, hey, go sit your ass down. Who at fault? The parent or the child?
The parent?
How?
Because if she just stopped telling the kid to go sit down and put that belt on,
No.
Yeah.
It's what people respond to.
They respond to a belt.
No, they responded to the way he's speaking, just like Kevin Samuels. You hear me? It's just like Kevin Samuels. Same thing.
You're a big fan of Kevin Samuels?
Well, I'm a big fan of Kevin Samuels.
Okay, gotcha.
It's the whole teardown of masculinity. Our people, man, we so vexed behind words, man. And the only reason the words hurt people is because it's the truth. But you gotta, like this lady told me yesterday. She said, when you wake up in the morning, it's a book that says, choose ye this day, which ye shall serve. And I was a victim of it. I get up every day fretting and worrying in my life about money. And anybody know me know Mr. Wellcool, aka Big A, Agent Walker. I come out of Sunset, Dallas, old light-skinned cat in the 80s. Nobody ain't never liked me. You know what I'm saying? But I made it out here in Frisco. Then I've been out here 3 years. And the first thing the person to say is, you still got your little shop. You hear me? And I be like, man, you know how I feel to be just underrated everywhere you go? The people that don't even want to see you make it. I heard this man was an activist in the community. Nobody valued him until he doing what he doing now. Everybody got their little 2 cents to say about that. But everybody always pro-black, most people pro-black when it comes to violence and anything physical. But we just negate and neglect everything that's spiritual about us.
Wait a minute, hold on, whoa. So you say they pro-violence.
Pro-violence. Anytime, if you look at everything that's being shared on the internet, it's always colored person against colored person, fighting, shooting, killing, or something like that.
So that goes back to what I've been having a discussion about. Black Lives Matter.
They don't.
You right, it don't, man. Black lives don't matter, man.
It don't matter until it happens to you.
I'm telling you, let's say it's that white man that killed a black boy. That's when it matters.
That's it.
Nobody's protesting. Nobody's doing anything when it's black on black.
Nothing. Only when it's convenient for you.
So I go back to what Charles White was saying. Why nobody outraged about the 5-year-old girl, right? Because in a week or so, after they have a film, they're gonna go back to their normal lives, right?
Normal life. Yes, it just further ostracized what he said about rappers. How our culture glorify rappers. They do. Our culture glorify anybody that got money. No matter how you get it, no matter your character, no matter your integrity. Y'all don't want to hear what I say because I get really raw with these about class. That just tell you something. It's too many of our ancestors, since we like to throw that word around, they have died and kept integrity to be an impact to society. Didn't have an individual clout. You know what I mean? It's like, man, this is a trip to culture in the world now. But then they'll say, oh man, gone so well. You sound like Martin Luther King or something. And you don't even know what money is.
So is it fair to say that when you say culture, or is it the generational curse, man?
We all know that.
I think the rappers got something to do with a lot of the stuff that go on, man.
Well, you know, that's what all that man's saying. See, we had the opportunity to work juvenile probation. So you ain't talking about the guys that's just sitting here talking with a podcast, hoping we get views. Basically, me and him probably don't really care if y'all listen to it or not. Right. We just do this so later on, when the phone hit the fan, we go back and y'all can watch this later. When the platform really take off and be something, because guess what? At 42 years old, I really nothing gonna matter what you accomplish unless you did it for God. That's why I came up with well-groomed essentials, man. We just allowed. And I'm telling you, this is the truth. I believe in class levels. The lower class exemplify. Now I'm gonna use this. They demonstrate monkey behavior. That's what street life is now. All this talking, everything they doing, everything you do that's illegal, you put it all on the internet like it's cute because you want to get likes and all that stuff. We were coming up, street life was sacred. You kept it to yourself. How you moved, everything you did.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. But the $1 million question is, who is to blame for everything that's going on this day and time? You know, the first thing that comes to mind, they say social media. If you know what social media is, then why you go out there and do just what social media is claiming, and you know that you can't believe half the stuff that's on social media, but you go out there and do it anyway? Why is that?
Because of what you serve. See, I'm gonna throw this out there for the whole world to see. Imagine if you were under a curse and you lived your whole life and you didn't know it. The way you think, the way you walk, the way you talk. Imagine that. That's something that our people really need to consider.
I've heard it.
Imagine that though. But you know, having the opportunity to be in Frisco, and I'm saying this is a different ball game out here to run a business out here. And you see a 60-year-old kid go to school in a Range Rover.
All they have to drive and pick them up.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about the Uber, man. My brother, he was from Compton, man, also, man, and he tells me about how he pick up the rich kids, man, and how he it's just great, man. So, hey, man, you know, to be privileged, man, to have a ride like that, man, it just makes you just want to just go out there and work hard and say, hey, man, when I do become an adult, I want the best for my kids. But this day and time, guess what, you know, you got to ask, do a lot of these folks want the best for their kids? I don't know sometimes. I just don't know, man. Hey, man, let me say shout out to your pub, Kevin Smith, man. And Kevin does some great things over Midway and where pub at Midway and what's that, George Bush? I can't think of the club right now, man. Dang, I just had brain freedom. Pub, you know what pub? I'm gonna come see you, pub. Pub had put a post up on Facebook that he's been in Dallas 34 years, and he's only been to Fort Worth 10 times. And one of the reasons he don't like going forward is because, you know, what's going on, and then Charleston White putting out there, man. It just put a bad taste out there. And not saying they don't like the brother or anything, but I guess with anything, man, you have to clean up anything, man. If you're in the neighborhood, they said the girl, you try to clean that neighborhood up. Just like they speak about Trump needs to clean up some of the stuff that he's doing. I guess, you know, Charleston White Trump is the same boat that needs to just kind of clean it up a little bit. I don't know. I know you like Charles White. It's all good. I ain't got nothing against Charles White. I think Charles White doing a great job himself. But
I like Charles White.
Yeah, man.
I like Charles White. That man had enough nerve. Now you tell me who in their right mind will teach a little old boy how to shoot dice.
This boy,
What's the cartel? You got a little old baby boy that shoot dice. That man, who you know got enough nerve? You can't even tell young people nothing no more. They just put this thing out, psychologist said the other day. The suicide rate of young people the highest it's ever been. Nobody cares until it happens to you. Man, we have situational caring. We don't really care. Every day you wake up, nobody's getting up saying, hey, I'm an advocate for this, advocate for that. And I watch Mr. McGee sit there and come up with Destiny Great. And I see his own peers talk about it. You know, can't tell me nothing. I grew up in South Dallas, man. I know the truth. I know what's going on. This Dallas, though, I feel like we the laughing stock of all the hoods in the world. Like, everywhere you go to Big T, you go somewhere. I lived in California. I lived in Georgia. Man, everybody think Dallas dudes low class, even the women. They say the outside people say you want to be taken care of, go move to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Dallas dude. Everybody know what's going on in Dallas. Dallas ain't never like Big A. I'm gonna say what I want to say. That's why I'm in Frisco. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. I had to find my lane. I found it. You know what I'm saying? People that glorify street like it ought to be. I'm gonna say this. My partner, shout out to Rich at Big T, man. The little youngster that yo got it them signing to. You know, I see a lot of people talk about that. And I told myself, I really don't talk on rap and all that because I don't listen to none of that shit. But for once, y'all think it's sad we ain't got no real black producers coming out of DFW?
It's a bunch of man.
Who?
Producer.
Who?
It's a bunch of man.
Man, producers come out there.
Yeah, man.
They give respect like that?
You got to earn respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta earn respect. Man, yeah, Dallas ain't for
They ain't coming out of guys like that. Then what they say, Twisted Black. Who the fuck is Twisted Black?
Say, I tell anybody listen to the show, go in the comment section and put on if you know any prominent producers or anybody in the DFW and put it in the comments that we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I know they out here.
Excuse me. Now Twisted Black so said something now. Everybody, man, that man said we got more respect for these bullshit ass rappers than the people out here that's really doing shit in the community. That's the color folks.
But that's ain't what Charles White was saying, man.
That's why I like it.
All this died or something, whatever. And
man, it's like the whole world turned upside down. But you got people out here that, like in East Dallas, I see Dickie Morgan, I see Biden, I see people actually take their time out their life to cook and feed the homeless. Man, that was damn.
You know, so shout out to me, Dimples, Ruben. You know, all of them, they doing their thing, man. Shaniqua,
Yeah.
John Stewart, they doing their thing, man. And hey, man, it's gonna take more people like this to do their thing, man. But we got to get on one accord, man.
That's never gonna happen.
As a black race, man, yeah, I think it can happen.
It ain't never gonna happen. It ain't never gonna happen.
I think it will, man.
It ain't never gonna happen. Only time we get on one accord is when it comes to something violent or something physical.
Yeah, you might be right about it. I think, man, me myself, I think in 2025 gonna be a prosperous year for everybody, man. And we're gonna, man, this boy cutting me up over y'all. Oh boy, I was looking like I don't know what. But it's all good. It's all good, man. Hey man, let me ask you today. Let me switch gears for a minute. I'm gonna jump something because this has been near and dear to me, man. I think they need to change the age the way you consider a kid adult. I know in some states it's 16. And I think since I live here in Texas, I think it needs to be 16 in Texas, man, because you been at school, man, you see how these kids and how these parents treat these teachers, man, And it's a wonder why teachers are still teaching, man, and why they won't quit. I mean, threatening to quit the job, man, because
Sad.
they don't get no respect, man. The administrators don't help them out, man. And I think if you raise that age to 16 and make so many kids adults, then you get some aggravation, man. I see how these kids, man, get out there and get in the drug trade and how they go up on these corners, man. And, you know, you got a guy that smoke crack. He might be 50 in the 50s. And how these kids talk bad to them and how they threaten and how they be jumping on them, man. And these just the youngsters. They all got guns. I seen what a 14-year-old or 16-year-old shot and killed the police in New Jersey. That's crazy, man. You know, used to be a time where the kids that they were scared of the police.
It's coming.
So, what's coming?
Man, a whole new way of living, man. Let me tell you, everybody got some kind of sense know that this little YN movement has got an expiration date. You can't tell the youngster was hustling candy. I gave him some game. He said, "Oh man," he went off on me, asked me, "Be mad at the wrong person." You know, just tell you, it ain't no shortcuts to it. He say, it ain't no shortcuts. It ain't no shortcuts to it unless you like everybody say, you hook up with somebody like Diddy. You hear me? Ain't no shortcuts does this thing, man. Ain't no shortcuts at all. You can't. Everybody know you can't go around disrespecting the elderly. You know, playing with these switches and doing the things they doing.
Man, them youngsters don't care, man.
So you can't do that. They ain't got no hope, no spirituality, no spiritual foundation. Man said the other day, let me throw this out there. He said, you got BBL, it's linked to mental health. True. We can throw it out there.
Hey, man, they just said that this fake hair is causing cancer.
I believe it.
I just read that today.
Truth is, and I throw this out there because this is my personality. All my life, people try to project their insecurities on me. You know, because of my side, they never stop me from doing nothing. You hear me? Say, I tell you this though, our race, our culture, got low self-esteem. He said they won't say we do. As a people, the things that we take esteem in is the lowest class behavior in the world. What the people call it, it's the lower frequency vibration. The whole world is elevated spiritually, except for us as a people. Collectively, as a collective consciousness.
I don't know what it is, man. I guess maybe when Trump gets to one, man, we'll see some changes, man.
It's gonna get real.
This man ain't been in 100 days, man. Look at the thing that I ain't got the whole world in uproar. It ain't been 90 days, man. Yeah. I say these black boys, NIL, man. And I'm not talking about the NIL where you get paid in college and high school, man. Your name, your image, your likeness. That'll take you a long way. And your name, your image, your likeness decides how you get paid, man. You can have NIL in the streets and be a street man, and where to get you? We get you dead, or we get you locked up if you're not careful.
You know, the youngsters, they like that. They call it crash out. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool thing to do.
Crash out, man.
Crash out. That's what it is. No hope, just crash out. I don't know about y'all, but I care about my soul. I always have. Life tests me every day, you know?
Yeah.
And people say stand on business, stand on faith.
There it is.
That's all I got. I done got indoors in places, man. Boy. And you know, I'm just speaking straight facts. Man, we so prejudiced and judgmental towards each other as a people, to where even unless you seem successful, I don't know how I can win. I say, you know how I feel to know I had to come to a whole other side of town and do business because of straight jealousy.
Why you think it's so?
Huh?
Why you think it's so?
Because people can see your destiny because you never turned your back on God. gonna put it out there. You know.
But your destiny decides your greatness, right?
Yeah, you gotta think. The only thing he was told me that the only thing that's gonna fulfill you spiritually is for you to walk in your purpose. That's why we have this today. He said it had nothing to do with money. I pray that me and Mr. McGee, in a year's of time, months from now, we go back and look at this and say, man, remember how we started? You know what I'm saying? I told myself, man, I banked on my whole life, you know, fighting teachers, all kind of people say, man, you gonna be something one day. You know, in spite of, you know, what I've been through, my backstory, getting talked about, you know, for not wearing name brand clothes, getting overlooked and underbooked, you know what I mean? You know, and to see those same people get in the same place. But it's okay, as long as you get on Facebook and fake the phone like you got something really going on in your life.
Right.
I don't care about who follow me. I care about who I follow.
That's all that matters, man. Who you follow.
Yeah. So you know, that's a whole agenda within itself.
I don't know, man. I know we got a lot of work to do, man. We got to keep working on these youngsters, man. And we got to get these boys and just I don't know, man. It's gonna be great one day. That it is. It's gonna be great. So, yeah. Say, man, yeah, we live out here, Miss Webb Room Barbershop out there in Frisco, man. Again, just want to come out here, man, and just do a live taping, man, and while I get a haircut, man, and just kind of, you know, do a little promote for Mr. Webb Room Essentials, man, and hey, man, y'all can find Mr. Webb Room on Monday, Tuesday, just, you know, a neighbor coming to a neighborhood near you. If you got a nice beard and you want to get your beard looking good, not only just looking good, but if you want to get your beard and share it, man, hey, man, the man got the answers for you.
So everything coming soon. You know, I finally had to fine tune the website, do a lot of work. And, you know, it's no secret. I've been looking like this my whole life. But to obtain and maintain this, you know, so I got the secret to do it, you know, and I presented it to the world. They know what it is, man. But you know what I expect? When I get there, then you be able to order them. I believe that, everybody. This man is tell you. I ain't in my feelings about it, but it, you know, it's true. I see why people act the way they act when they make it. Drake said something, people don't like Drake. I like Drake. He said I was reintroduced to people that I've been introduced to. A lot of people didn't catch that. You know? Say, he's right. They not like us. I don't think like everybody else. I don't. See, where everybody else will get on the internet, talk bad about this man. I think the man doing some heavy work that you would never do. You would never do. And the thing is, what I've been seeing now, and this real. Everybody, and what I believe in my heart, I ain't never trying to impose that on the world.
Right.
But I tell you what, God is real. You hear me? Whether you want to admit it or not, whether the church plays with the Bible or not, if you're a human being and you're colored, somebody in your life taught you how to have some sense.
Yeah.
Now, what you have to battle is humility. And anybody tell you, Mr. Wellgrown, formerly known as Big A, I sitting at the bus stop in East Side. I done ate bologna. I done went to the corner store at Walmart on Buckner. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Everything I done bought, you know, I like shopping at Goodwill. I put it out there to the well. I love thrifting. I ain't never had to have money to get a female. I'm handsome. You know what I'm saying? With a conversation to match it, you know? Right. Because to me, it's only one compatibility. We can go into the dating pool, but that's my area expertise like Barbara. You know, hey.
It's all what you make
that whole 6-figure, that's why I like Kevin Samuels. Man, all that's what people tell the world. Well, go behind closed doors. We just now understand it now. It's so much going behind closed doors. But when you get in front of the camera, this is my real personality. He'll tell you, everybody tell you, man, I've been like this. Talking my nose in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other barbers in here. Came out here, cut the barbershop with 17 barbers. I was older than 16, 15 of them. And the one that was older than me, and I mean, I'll tell you what, here, man, your life different when you stop trying to please man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man.
You ain't trying to please men, everything different. Then you understand why people look at you. That's what I learned about. The people that hate on you, jealous of you, don't support you. It's because they know you gonna make it.
Yeah.
It's that light that God put in you.
Boy, they always rooting for you.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Sometimes my baby different, man.
See, think about grooming. I was groomed for what I'm doing. It's more than a haircut. The things I went through, my trials and tribulations molded my character. You know what I mean? It did. To a core where, you know, my family is just, man, it's more than blood to me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It molded me to the man I am. So my good friend of mine, Mr. McGee said, man, I need a haircut. He said, I'm gonna come out here and sit up. I said, guess what? I'm in my element. I learned, man. When I learned what people got to do, and this one thing that makes social media irritating me. It's like a double-edged sword. You got to stay in your lane.
Right.
That's a real statement that I think that we underestimate or devalue. Staying in your lane. I ain't never looked up. I ain't never just. I like some rappers, but they ain't never been no advocate for me. Like they ain't never been somebody I just said, oh, when such and such say this, then I'm just gonna just follow suit and just get all this maximum respect. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never. If somebody trash, you know, I can keep my opinion to myself. But man, one thing I learned, it's more to life than street life.
Absolutely.
It's more to life than hood life.
Mm-hmm.
It's more to it than that. Way more. It's a big open world out here.
I don't know, man. It goes back to, man, we as a black race, man, we got to be better, man. As men, we got to step up and start getting the young boys, man. Teach the young boys, mold the young boys, mentor the young boys. Just take one under your wing, man. It's, man. It ain't asking too much, man, at all.
What's some on my mind I won't say, but I ain't gonna say it.
No, man, I'll say it, man, because
I ain't gonna say it. That'd be cruel. People might not like me. I say that, man.
Yeah, but I told you, we're not holding back, man. No hold ball tonight.
When were we the most productive as a culture?
When?
When you talk about productive as a culture, as a unit, okay, when did we exemplify the most class?
I think in the 70s.
What about pre-slavery? What about during slavery?
Yeah.
Huh? Why?
They stood on business.
Why?
Because they knew they were trying to get out, man. And you still had those that was catering to the white man then. And you was asking who can be trusted, who can't be trusted.
Right.
But you still had those that stood on business and say, hey man, I'm gonna do this Harry Tubman.
Right. So, but then in slavery, which they now said that it wasn't Uncle Tom, it was somebody else.
Right.
I forgot his name. He said Uncle Tom was actually somebody good. That's just what we told. I think it's because we was all at the same level. And even in slavery, they had slaves that worked for masters. That's the same thing going on. Kanye, they made Kanye go crazy. But Kanye said they made us hate ourselves and love their wealth. And that wasn't the realest bar. That is the issue. Foundationally, that's the issue with our culture. We hate ourselves.
Why?
We was conditioned to that. It was an agenda. Just look at it though. Look at everything that you need of value is European. Now, not everybody. We just talking about it as a consciousness. I feel like, and I'm pretty sure they'll correct me if I'm wrong. If you change the hood, you change the street, you change black people. Cause that's the blueprint that we going by is culture, street life, hood life. Cause coming out here and out this way, I guess you just ain't black no more.
Mm-hmm.
We basing everything on that. Once that changes, black people change. But that's what makes you black. Is the conditions that you come from. Everything that edify black, that's an agenda within itself. It's the people out here that really died for us, man, that have opportunity. You can't say nothing about the Nigerian people who come over here, the Hispanic races come over here. You can't say nothing because I work with them directly. They read books. When you go, I live in Irving. When you go see them kids getting out of school, they got their uniform on. They respect their others. Now, I'm just saying, they do what they do. But as a collective conscious, they got a collective conscious. We don't, unless we all at the same level.
Who respect the streets out there now?
You know, there ain't no code in the streets. Y'all just seen that. That's why that baby got killed.
I don't know, man.
Ain't no code on the street, man. Ain't no code at all. It's real out here, man. Everybody, at least Charles White ain't looking away. At least she ain't giving the cold shoulder things. This little old bitty dude don't even weigh 150 pounds, got a big enough heart to stir up, his gift been stirred up. That's what a man told me one day. His gift been stirred up, man. He doing what God got him to do. Even if y'all heard of what that's gonna do. Now you get to go back doing what you've been doing. Even if you hurt Charleston White, that ain't gonna stop another 5-year-old little girl get killed.
So wait.
What's hurting him gonna do?
Nothing.
Huh?
It ain't gonna change no more.
It ain't gonna change nothing.
I don't know, man.
That's the first thing we got to do as people. Something we don't like, any other race. First thing color person want to do is kill them. Nothing else. No deductive reasoning, no spiritual consultation with your conscience or nothing. The first thing I want to do is something that can land me in prison for the rest of my life. And I'm going to take that chance for what? Because of my emotions. We emotionally underdeveloped, man, as a people.
I don't know, man.
We are. The first thing you want to do, instead of thinking a person could be an ally, we walk around, we can't even love each other because of childhood trauma. That's the subject.
Childhood trauma is real.
You ain't seen a mama and a dad that work together. You ain't seen a man and a woman work together. You don't see it as a kid, you don't believe it. I had one of my clients tell me the reason he was a millionaire, he saw something. He saw his dad buy a house and flip it out of LA. He said, Mr. A, I saw it when I was a little boy. He said, I went and got funded and bought me a house and flip it. He saw it. So what we see, when you see a cat, what you think is rich, because I did, I'm a big mother too. I said, man, I need to hustle. But I always kept me something legit, you know, and I did. And I said, man, you see that? When you get older, you like, oh man, he was faking the funk the whole time. He hurt. Mm-hmm. He ain't really got it. He ain't got it like that. You seen it like, oh man. Versus someone that's been in their career or got a trade and been at that trade for years. Like it's lame to be a diesel mechanic or something or aviation or just something in a real career field. That's lame, man. I told my partner, man, Another aspect, and I'm gonna send this out to the universe about me and taking accountability. And I speak from a personal standpoint. Until your finances consistent and stable, ain't nothing you can do to be the man head of the household. Agree.
That's crazy.
That's the problem. That's one thing why our women don't even admire us and respect us. We do way too much talking when it comes to disagreements. Hey, look, I seen something on Facebook where the man was dating a woman, real or fake. She fed her 2 children and then feed his little girl.
I
Now,
never seen that.
this the problem I seen. I speak for experience. When you get up every day and I tell a youngster that come in here, they work. I say, man, go get your job at Amazon. Don't waste your time hustling, man. It's all fiction. It's all make believe. Go get your job, man. And I tell you, you're 18. If you don't want to go to college, I used to tell them at juvenile probation, get your job, man, because what's gonna happen is your way of thinking is gonna be healthy. By the time you 20, 21, 22, you have your car paid off. Even if you had the apartment, but you'll have 4 years worth of getting a check every week or every 2 weeks. That's gonna be anybody hustling. That's gonna be anybody hustling, man. You want to be the head of the household. That way, if she leave or don't leave, that way you can be the man of your house. You ain't gotta raise your voice. Get what? If she want to get out, or if you don't make enough money for her, man, stay righteous, man.
Oh, I am.
Huh?
Yeah, man. You know, it's just, man. I just look at it, man, from a different lens, man.
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you. I speak from one experience. When I came with Mr. Well Groom, I said, man, I told God, I said, God, I get to this moment. I wish I had been taught how to be the head of the household. I do. I know it's men out here that's my age, younger and older, that's struggling in respecting their house. And think you gotta do it physically. You don't.
No, you don't.
You don't. You ain't gotta raise your voice. You don't gotta do nothing. Just take care of your business. If they don't agree with it, hey, bye.
You gotta get you a lot of respect.
It will.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't no amount of money that you can make for a woman to respect you or your children to respect you. They ain't respecting you. They respecting the money. But your character, you know what I mean? Your relationship with God, your wills and wants and do's and don'ts. When people know that you don't bend on what you say and mean what you say and do it, that's your respect right there.
That's right.
And if they disrespect you, that ain't on you. It's on them. Like my partner say, remove yourself from the situation. But men eat too much cheese because they're not taking care of their business as the head of the household.
Whose fault is that?
I don't like to say fault. You just want to talk. But you want to talk that structure growing up. You take a man to teach you, hey, look, go get this job. I don't care if it's at dark. And get your apartment, work your way up to a house, and stay right there. No matter what she say, you do this for you. You put a roof over your head. Even my partner told me, he said, even a wasp got enough sense to build a nest before it make a family. I'm victim of that. I backpedaled for years trying to get to this point. But when I first seen Prosper, I said, Lord have mercy. That's home for me.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. My partner, he always say that we're in a terminal state, man.
We are.
And how do we fight our way out of it, man? When everybody's doing the same thing, fighting against each other instead of coming together, man. It's bad, man. The Hispanics, they come together. And here Trump, you know, using the theory that because they about to take over, and what you do, you kick them out of here because you're afraid.
I'll tell you something about it. These agendas that they have, they successful at it, everybody. People act like that agenda coming from their higher power ain't successful. And I tell myself this every day. Like they say they put crack in the neighborhood. That means that committee of people like 607 Unc I just started watching him. A percentage of what he say is you could feel it. But the reason he's so he moving like right now is because of the energy that he brings when he talking. He might sound crazy, but you're like, man, some of this kind of you can resonate with it. And everybody like people say this and that. Everybody got their own belief system. You know,
Right.
they do. I'm just telling you this. When you ask about a solution, I believe that when we always tell women take accountability. I myself lead as Mr. World going to take accountability of what I wasn't taught as a little boy. You know, or how I want to talk. Cause I thought I was handsome, and you know, I said, oh man, a woman happy to have me. I wasn't taught the masculine responsibilities that I know now. You know, so I think that as a man, people think leadership. A lot of people think leadership is physical or financial. I think leadership is spiritual. If you're obedient and you lead with that, I'm gonna tell you something. And I like, you know, you got some pimps out there, Goldie, Pippi Ken. Oh, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You picking the weakest women to do that too. But to get it's gonna be a journey though. But to get a real woman, set your heart out to God though. I learned that it ain't gonna. Man, it's feminine to think that you know only the manipulation only gonna last so long. Man. You know, women are sharp now. They can say what they want to say. Women ain't the same women that they were 10 years ago.
Right.
They're not. And if you don't understand the spiritual information, you know that God put people in your life to show you because He does. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave a witness to that. Ain't nobody out here gonna be stuck. Somebody gonna cross your path to tell you, hey man, don't do that. That's how God works. He always give you that warning. You understand me? It's serious though. You can listen to people all day. And they was talking about Matt Rooster and Rainwater. You gotta commend Rainwater for what he said about him. You do. You do. And even if he did do it, but if he came into the understanding, hey, look, I got dollars. Now, you know, at some point in time, we have to stop exploiting each other and objectifying one another for lusting after a lifestyle.
Right.
That's how social media presents, is that I'm living this lifestyle.
Absolutely, man.
And then I'm not gonna actually care about this woman. I'm not gonna care about this man. I'm gonna use them so I can get this.
And then when you get it, and then you realize, you know, and all that what you put out,
And that's why
manipulation take place.
That's why Biblical Fox 60 getting the BBL. Her problem ain't the BBL. Her problem is a mindset. Went to church 2 weeks ago. Shout out to Pastor Conway at One Community. He said, scripture in the Bible, he was talking about the mindset of women and men. And I'm here to tell you, I done had a lot of different mindsets. But the information that I acquired led me to believe that getting rich, wealthy, prospering is a whole different level, a whole different inclination when you start prospering. I tell people all the time, everything else, you just happy you moving, but you really like the hamster in the cage. You moving, but you ain't really going nowhere. Your mind just happy. That was me most of my life. Everybody know I hustle sun to sundown. I've been in the barbershop all day, all night. I done sold everything, personal sale, most to a certain degree, you know. It wasn't until I started sitting still and everything else around me started moving. That's why we have this show right now.
You're absolutely right, man. What do you think about some of these men that just keep giving in to these women, man, and not being accountable for their actions, man? You know,
you gotta love yourself because you want to talk that. You want to talk that. That's something you gotta. Some men they born with it, but you can't overlove a woman. You can't. That's a choice. There is nothing. I stand on this to anybody in this world, anybody listening. There is nothing you can give a woman for her to love you. But I tell you one thing you can do. There's something you can give up for her, though. That ain't love. I stand on that test time. I seen the dude gave his wife a Bentley, a Rolls Royce the other day. Watch them.
Do she love him more? Or do she love him less?
Hell no.
Wow.
She love a lifestyle. You see what Tom Brady's wife did to him? It's real out here. Everybody think that, man, if I just made more money. I used to think that. Man, if I made more money, if I did this and I did that. I wanted to do everything else that they took.
And there it is. Yes.
I did. You think that, man? We conditioned to think that if I had more money, if I did this, if I did, we come keep it. If I did better in the bedroom, all these insecurities you got because of your spiritual foundation. And I'm telling you, fellas, women love men that love themselves. You make sales, give you the game. You ain't gotta turn that woman down. You ain't gotta do nothing. You gotta simply love yourself. And I mean love the crap out yourself. When you start doing that, your whole life changes. You gotta value yourself. You gotta know what you're gonna tolerate, what you ain't gonna tolerate, and stand on that. If she, I'm gonna tell you right now, if she disrespects you, might as well just hang up. You done. Ain't nothing you can do with it.
So ain't.
Well, I tell the youngsters out here be wild behind these females, like, man, we just wing it in life. We just do whatever our emotions say.
They crashing out.
Crash out. It is what it is, man. It been many times I wanted to hurt somebody. Many times I wanted to say something back. I just grown to the fact where I'm like, well, I've been like this stuff, youngster. I do scope pretty good, pretty tell you about me. But I learned I don't even have to work without talking about nobody no more. Wow, life will kick your ass. Life will kick your butt. You serious, man. Barbershop talk. Life will kick your butt.
That's it, man. Hey, y'all just heard him here messing with room. Barbershop talk, man. Real talk, barber talk, man. Hey, man, you can get this on Wednesdays, man. And hey, man, also on Wednesdays, we'll be taking this podcast show to different businesses on Wednesday, man. So if you got a business and you want to do a podcast show with any content, hey, man, give me a call, let me know. Pull up and we'll set up and do our thing, man. So yeah, there it is. Yes. Yeah, we still at it.